break down with the Brodie. This is probably one of my favorite series to do, um, and it's been a while. The last one was in August, so almost 2 months. But let's go. Without further ado, let's get down into a in-depth analysis of this game. We have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and if you're familiar with this series, you know that we break down the offensive side of the ball, and we'll touch on or highlight some defensive possessions, but we mainly focus on the offensive side of the ball. So this guy comes down, he scores a touchdown. His first initial plays, he did a lot of dinking and dunking to Joe Mixon. Got a big chunk play and ended up scoring. So first play of the game, we're going to go with a swing, drag, cross concept. The thing about running this concept with this play and this formation is that the running back's on this side, and you're going to see why it's important to have the running back on the side that he's swinging to. Anyways, my first thought process right here is that he's in cover zero. Everybody, all the defensive backs, all the defensive players are within the first down or within the 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. So this is a signal to me that he's in cover zero. So we're going to send Godwin over in a shift just to confirm that he's in man. We're going to block Rudolph, send Godwin back, shift Julio Jones to the left side and pit him on that drag route. And then we have Bernard on that swing route. If you remember what I said right before this play was selected is you want to swing on the same side as that he's swinging to, because if not, he has to swing behind the quarterback, right? So it's a little bit of a timing issue. And when somebody's running a cover zero, y'all know as much as I know, that cover zero defense this year is just OP. They come hard and they come fast. So we're going to snap this ball here. And again, my first read is going to be the swing with Bernard, then go to the drag with Jones, and then the cross by Godwin. We snap this ball here, and look, again, the running back has to swing behind. He has to swing behind Tom Brady. It doesn't quite get there. He runs into Tom Brady, so the timing's off. So that essentially takes away my first read, which if he was able to get out there, man, he's wide open. My second read is then a drag. There's two people on him. That's canceled. My third read is the cross. There's two people right there, so that's canceled. So I'm essentially, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. My hands are tied. We take a 13-yard loss sack. That really hurt us. That really hurt us right there. But again, it's fine. Don't want to panic. Stay cool, stay calm, stay collected. So this second play, I'm just trying to get as much yards conservatively as possible. So we're going to go with a slant flat drag concept. Where my first read is Mike Evans on the slant. Second read is the flat by Rudolph. My third read is a drag by Jones. My pre-snap, my eyes are going to where the numbers are. There's no defender right there, so that's telling me that I have Evans one-on-one with his cornerback. Evans is a big fella, 6'4", big frame, good hands. I like that matchup. So we snapped this ball. Now the cornerback did do a good job of getting that inside shade, but he's off. He's still around 3 to 4 yards off of Mike Evans. And again, I'm not trying to get 23 yards to get the first down. I'm not trying to get 20 yards. I'm just trying to get as much yards conservatively as possible. So we was able to get that, able to get a little bit of yak after the catch, and we was able 9 yards, right? So we was able to turn a 2nd and 23 into a 3rd and 14, which we did what we wanted to do on second and long. We're still in a 3rd and long situation, which sucks. You never want to be in a 3rd and long situation. Again, we have the same mindset as second and long. We're not trying to get the first down. If we get it, congrats. We're just trying to make fourth down easier. We're trying to theoretically get in a fourth and short scenario. So we're going to come out. I know he's running a man again. What's telling me he's running man again? I think he's running a man. He's going to run like a cover three here. What's showing to me that he's running a cover three is that the corners don't align at all. So what's telling me that, at least pre-snap, right? I could be wrong post-snap. But pre-snap, since these corners do not align, this corner's like at the 30-yard line. He's like 2 to 3 yards in front. I'm assuming he's going to run like a cover three hard flat, so he's going to drop up. This safety takes this 1/3. This safety takes middle 1/3. And he takes the other 1/3. Is what it's telling me pre-snap. So we're going to run with a cover three. If you're looking for 15-yard, 20-yard pass plays, a flat corner run, or, some people call it a flood route. I call it a flat corner run. The way I set mine up is a great way to just exploit the cover three. Not even exploit it, just beat it. That's the weakness of a cover three. So we're going to snap this ball. First read is Gage. Gage is open. But pre-snap, it told me he was in cover three based on the alignment of the cornerbacks. So I'm going to sit slightly on Julio Jones, because even if this guy stayed with Julio Jones, I could still drop that down to Gage and still pick up great yardage. I see this guy flip his hips and start to shoot down towards Gage. We're going to dump that right over the top to Julio Jones, and again get some good yak after the catch. So we was able to take a bad first down play that put us -13 behind the chains, and we was able to, get the first down and keep the possession alive. This play right here, we're going to run the ball. Again, it's vital that we are establishing the run, and we're establishing the run early and often. So we're just going to run a little bit of an HB zone here. Get some little bit of good push. Leonard Fournette fumbles the ball. Luckily, the ball was right there for us to pick it back up, because that would have sucked to fumble not only on the first drive, but after you came back off of a second and 24, 23. That would have sucked. So I'm just happy we was able to get that first down. So right here, we're going into a pistol formation, pistol tight slots, running a SOC concept. We have the slant by Jones, which is the S. We have the out by Rudolph, which is the O. And then we have the corner by Evans, which is the C, the SOC concept. This is a great concept if your opponent is running man coverage. First read is that slant. That slant's there, but he's using with Wilson, and I didn't know if he was going to stay with him or not, which we had this wide open. But I see that this guy was stagnant, so I just go ahead and pre-throw it to Rudolph as he's getting to that window. But that slant is wide open in the middle of the field. But again, we dump it off to Rudolph, able to get the first down. So, hey, if you're going to miss a read, even though we didn't miss it, like we read it, we thought the user was going to run him, we predicted, we moved on. But either here or there, if you're going to miss a read, you damn sure better get the first down like this, or get a good return where you can look back and be like, yeah, okay, it was fine. So right here, looks like we're going back to so we're doing a run, establishing a run early. Should have cut it up a little bit earlier, but look, great push, great leverage, great hard run by Lenny Fournette. Come on. What is he? Averaging 5.5 yards a carry right now, 2 rushes for 11 yards. I'm loving it. we're gonna run it again. You're gonna have to show me you can stop this run. We're gonna run it again. I see he pinches his D line. Doesn't matter. Get off me, little boy. Let's go. This is why, and this is something I'm doing. I'm trying to do better at is stop throwing the ball 40 to 50 times a game. Stop just dropping back. Make the user on the other side of the ball respect your run. Make them be a step behind the wide receivers if it is a play action, because they're having to stop the run. So we're gonna run the ball again. We know we ran it 3 plays in a row before this one and got great yardage. Only got 1 yard, but hey, 1 yard is still in front of the chains. It's better than taking that 13-yard loss sack. So we know we're just moving the ball methodically. Like I said, even on defense, the first possession on offense is defense to me. Really the first 2 possessions are really just gathering as much information and intel as possible. Here we just run a tight bunch formation, take that underneath drag route with Godwin, take what the defense gives you. Try to hurry up, snap, and run at this play. I should have, and that's me. That's just bad. That's bad vision right there. Just rewind it back a little bit. So again, here we take that drag to Godwin. But this next run play, that's just bad vision on my behalf. Should have veered it slightly to the left. Should have maybe broke to the outside. I run maybe like right here. Should have, like, what am I looking at? Right here, that's a first down. Possibly break this guy for a touchdown. I run right into the back of my blocker. So that's bad vision on my behalf, which is unacceptable for somebody who played running back in high school. But we're going to line it back up, hit the zig route, and score a touchdown. Now, I do want you to remember how many zig routes we run in the red zone, because it's going to come back later on down the road. But we pit everybody up in a tight formation, pit Jones on the zig route. He tries to jump that drag route that we originally ran with Godwin 2 plays before. And we run the zig route with Jones, touchdown. So but that was a good first drive, first possession, able to tie the game up at 7-7. This guy comes out, he scores. We don't have no time left. We do get ball second half. So what I always do is I always go to a shot play. But when I see that you're running prevent or running 3-man deep, I'm not even going to throw the ball. Let's just run it out. So we just run it twice in a row. Get some good yardage with Lenny, but we run it twice in a row to get out the first half. So we're down 14-7. This is a pivotal possession right here. We need to score, right? We need to score. So we're going in a bunch pistol formation. Yeah, it looked like we're doing a drag. Yeah, drag, slant, cross concept. Sitting patient, and look at that. That's just amazing right here. So we snap that ball. My first read is going to be this drag. That drag is not there. Now, one second. I actually just noticed this. Now remember when we just scored a touchdown. Now we was in shotgun. We were not in pistol, but we was in like a tight or bunch formation. And that inside guy or one of the guys, slot inside, second wide receiver, number 2, whatever, ran a zig route. Watch what he does with Luke Wilson. He tries to predict the zig route. Look, he just jumps to the outside to predict the zig route. Now again, I want you to remember his tendencies to continue to do that. But anyways, we send Rudolph on the drag, who's my first read. That is not there. My second read is the slant by Julio. That is not there. My final read is this cross route right here. I think that's Mike Evans. It is. We patient. We throw a nice dot, and we get great yardage. Damn near get 20 yards on that one. So right here, we're just going to run the ball. Again, we're just trying to establish the run game. Just making this guy have to think. Right? It's like multiple choice. What's easier to answer? Is it easier to answer a question with one answer, or is it easier to answer a question with two answers? With one answer, right? Because you have a 100% chance to get the answer right. And that's about not trying to be one dimensional, have a good run game, a good pass game, so he just can't sit back and be one dimensional. Right here, we go with an FCC concept. Just get it out of our hands quick. To just get some yardage with Rudolph. We're now facing a 3rd and 4. I'm loving it. We're a little bit surgical right now. Brady's 7 for 7, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So now, again, I want you to remember how many zigs that I start to deploy, right? And it's about more of a chess, not checkers mentality, where we want to get this guy with a certain pattern, right? So we know what he wants to do. It's like subliminal messaging. But anyways, again, we're in another bunch formation out the single back this time. We put the inside guy in a slot. Evans, or the 3rd wide receiver from the left side, on a zig. The number 2 wide receiver has a cross. 1 wide receiver, Jones, has a drag. We snap this ball. We patient now. The drag's not there. Now, we do have this crosser right here, but we're not going to have enough time to really plant and get an accurate ball to Godwin. But we do have Mike Evans right here on that zig route. We dump it off, and we take it to the house for a 38-yard touchdown. Let's go. Now, again, I want you to keep a mental track of the zigs. This should be the 3rd one, if I'm not mistaken, right? Should be the 3rd one. But again, great possession. Tied the game up, 14-14. Again, this guy comes down and scores. He's up 21-14. I'm feeling good at this point, right? And I know on his side, he's feeling good. We both can't stop each other. We both got close to stopping each other, but close no cigar. So in this play, we're going to go with a flat slant post concept. First read is Rudolph. Probably, I threw it a little bit late. Probably shouldn't have threw it at all. And that could have easily been a pick. And that's a DB. Looks like that was a nickelback. Could have easily been a pick. Easily. But I kind of felt like I fucked up that one with that bad read. Threw it a little bit too quick. Should let the play develop. But, in 2nd and long, the goal for 2nd and long is just make 3rd down easier. Not trying to get 10 yards. If you only get 3 yards, a 3rd and 7 is better than a 3rd and 10. So we're going with a drag, slant, slide concept right here. We got Godwin on this drag route. We should be throwing it right here. I'm throwing it to Godwin, but it's a little bit late. We should have threw it when he got right inside this hash mark. We then have this slide and this slant. Slant's not going to be open. Slide's taking too long to develop, and plus we'd be catching it behind the line of scrimmage. We'd be actually catching it 5 yards. I'm assuming he'd catch it around the 20, 21-yard line, 4 to 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So we're just going to throw it to Godwin. Again, we should have threw it a little bit earlier. We'd probably been able to get that 1st down. But end of the day, we were able to turn a 2nd and 10 to a 3rd and 2. Great. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to motion with Fournette. A little swing pass just to get the 1st down. Get a good block right there. He makes a good user tackle, but at the end of the day, we got the 1st down. Then at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Just get the fucking 1st down. Right here, we're going back to that flat slant post. But but we went with 4 wide receivers instead of 3 this time. Add some more speed. We also moved the slot instead of the middle wide receiver on that slant. This time we're going to let the play develop. Now we do have that R1 wide open, but we also have X wide open. And then look at this. Another thing I want to point out, again, of the chess, not checkers. He sees these guys being shifted over. And again, he's thinking I'm running a zig route. Because when I snap this ball, look what he does with his user. He shifts. You see how he had great leverage to stop this slant. But he thought I was doing a zig, so he shoots out to stop the zig, leaves the slant wide open. We're going to throw that beautiful ball to Gage and just let him do what he does. And again, and I love this. I love seeing that shit because it's like we are controlling you subconsciously. You don't know that we're controlling you, but we are. Because you keep jumping a zig route that is not fucking there. But we're going to go to our tight formation again. Hit that drag route one more time. We could have went to the slant. That slant could have been possibly open. But we're just going to go with the drag route. Again, just make the next down easier. That's the goal. Make the next down easier. That should have been a pick. Holy, I was boxed. Run that back, please. I was boxed here. I was boxed. Nobody was open. Running back, not open. Godwin on the drag, not open. Mike Evans, not open. Rudolph, not open. Jones, not open. None of them are still open. Maybe I could throw a dot to Godwin now, and I could get it right in this tight window. But other than that, nobody's open. I throw that ball. Should have been a pick. He got a bad ball hawk timing. And man, that should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. And if I was him, if the shoes were reversed, I'd be like pissed off at Madden for not giving me that pick. Here again, we're going to go with a zig route. Zig's not there. Cornerback does a great job staying right there. Cross not there. Drag's not there. Cross not there. Maybe we could throw it to Lenny right now. Yeah, we should have actually threw it to Lenny. We should be throwing it to Lenny right now. We throw it to Lenny right now. We score. Holy. But we just take a sack. We lost like 2 yards. Man, we should have threw it to Lenny. That's touchdown. Or if anything, it's 4th and 1. So it's funny. So I get the ball on a play clock with around 40 seconds. And I'm deciding, do I kick a field goal or do I go for it? Do I kick a field goal or do I go for it? And it's like, in Madden and video games in general is just like life. Like the decisions that you make, like you think you're making these decisions, but subconsciously, like your brain's already calculated everything from history, right? It's like most kids go to college because their parents went to college, right? If a kid doesn't want to go to college, probably because his dad dropped out and he started his own business. So the kid is just following in his parents' footsteps. And that's just what it is. It's like, it's all about the decisions. So like going into this decision here, I can't stop this guy. I keep getting him close. I get him in 3rd and longs, get him in 4th and shorts. He converts every time. So to kick a field goal and be down 4 points isn't good. So I'm just going back and forth. Do I kick the field goal? Do I go for it? Do I kick the field goal? Do I go for it? So we're going to go for it. Like I said, I can't stop this guy. The history has shown it. He has 3 possessions. He scored 3 times. I can't stop this guy. So why would I kick a field goal to be down 4 and I can't stop him? Now he scores a touchdown and now I'm down 11. So we're going to go for it. Again, we're going to a pistol tight formation. Now again, if you've been paying attention, every time we go into tight formation, he's either guessing that zig route, zig route, zig route, zig route. And, I mean, rightfully so. We've been running a lot of zig routes out of tight formations. So we snap this ball. Watch what he does with Jesse Bates. I think his name is Jesse Bates. Watch what he does with Bates right here. Instead of, again, staying solid. Because he did this before where he shot the zig, left the slant wide open to, it was Gage at the time, and Gage broke for like a 30, 40-yard catch. Again, he has great leverage to stop anything going across the middle. But he sees a tight formation, so he's probably thinking zig, 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 zig. So what it is he does, he literally abandons from the G to the A. He abandons this window that he had great leverage on to jump outside the hash, to jump a zig route, an imaginary zig route that is not there. Look at that. He jumps it. It's not there. And there was no reason for him to jump, because even if that zig was there, you have two guys right here. What's the chances that I'm going to be able to pass it to the zig, break two guys, and score the touchdown? Like, he abandoned the middle of the field. As you can tell, we waste no time. We throw that dot. And again, that's the chess, not checkers strategy of it, is that we keep going to these tight formations, and he doesn't know when I'm a zig or when I'm not going to zig. And it's like every time he thinks I'm a zig, I fuck him up across the middle. Every time he tries to stay middle, I fuck him up with the zig. And I love it. So it's 21-21. He gets the ball. This guy, little scum rat, he just literally chews the clock. He's just chewing the clock. Chewing the clock. Look at this. Guys just chewing the clock here. We was able to get some stops. Now he's in a 4-for-1 situation. And we have to get a stop here, right? We have to get it. Will this be the first stop of the game for us in the fourth quarter? Better late than never. So goal line, you know he's either running with Burrow or he's going to do like a tight run, inside run, handoff. So I'm blitzing everybody. We're able to stop Burrow. Let's go. Get the ball on the 1-yard line. Minute and 40 left. Man, drop your kahunas. This is where those big ass contracts are made. This is where the GOAT statuses are made right here. These money drives. We gotta go 99 yards for a touchdown, or at least gotta go, let's say 50 to 60 yards. Probably more than 60 yards. 40 to 60 yards for a field goal. So right here, so we're on the 1-yard line. Don't really want to run the ball here. Because, again, he has two people in the double A gaps, or they call it double mugs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people in the line of scrimmage. We only have 5 people blocking in a run. So we audible out. We go into a quick strike package where we have Mike Evans. Right here we have Mike Evans on a go route. Jones on a go route to stretch the DBs vertically. Then we're going to bring Godwin right underneath these guys. A little bit of a rub action per se. Hopefully that Godwin comes and this DB runs into either his man or Jones, and we're able to get some cushion. Best case scenario, we get to the 5-yard line. Worst case scenario, we get 2 to 3 yards, right? We just need some cushion. So my only read on here is this drag route. We snap the ball. DB does a great job of getting a press. Does a great job of running with him. We have no time because Jones is locked. Evans locked. Rudolph maybe, but locked. As well as we have 2 free rushers on both the edges, because I don't know what the fuck 76 is doing. 67 is manned up. These 2 are double teaming him. So actually we have three rushers coming unblocked. We have 3 rushers coming unblocked. I can't throw it away because that's intentional grounding. It would be a safety, which is essentially game. So I just say fuck it. Throw it to Bernard. If he would have conservative tackled, I would have either been a safety or incomplete or tackled at the 1 yard line. He tried to get greedy. He tried to pick the ball off. He misses. We was able to cut that up, able to get a nice animation to get to the 10-yard line. And this is what I love. This is great. That's what we needed. We just wanted to get to the 5-yard line. We got to the 10-yard line. Now right here, we're back in a tight formation. Just gonna make some adjustments here. Look, he tried to. If you watch some of these snaps, he tried to jump that zig route again. No zig routes there. We're boxed. Pressure's coming. I just throw it up to Julio like fuck it. Julio down there somewhere, right? We catch it. We don't get that foot in. We don't get the foot in. Fuck, right? Fuck. But don't worry. We're going back to that tight formation. Bring Mike Evans over, right? We're going to make some adjustments. And again, what I've been saying all day, Z-I-G, that zig route. And like I said, the timing has been perfect. Every time I run a zig route, he never jumps it. And every time I don't have it, he jumps it, leaves the middle wide open. This time I wanted to pair it. This time I wanted to play a little bit on the psyche where there is a zig route. So if he jumps it, we have that slant. If he stays middle, we have the zig route. We snap this ball. He does not jump the zig route, but he stays disciplined to get the what? He runs with the what route? He runs with the slant route, leaving that zig route wide open. We go ahead and get that out of our hands. And Jones is off to the races. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Come on, man. I love watching that shit. I would love to reach out to this guy just to see if we can get his commentary on like what was his thought process in the tight formations. And, I would just love to get his side of the story on things. So we're in this position right now. Again, we're going with another tight formation. I tried to add a drag route just to switch things up. We're going to just go ahead and take that drag route right there. No need to force anything. We already essentially got the game wrapped up because this is the fourth quarter. A field goal, we win it. Now, right here was dumb as fuck on my part. I did not mean to spike the ball. I meant to hurry up the offense because I was already in a formation that I could run. I can run a whole game out that pistol tight slots formation. So I was already in a formation that I loved. So I tried to hurry up, actually spiked it. So we lost the down. So instead of being able to make a play on second and third, we're now facing a third down with no timeouts. Kind of killer. But we're going to, again, go back to the bread and butter. Until if it's not broke, don't fix it. Until he stops it, we're going to fucking run it down his throat. So right here, I just try to throw different routes and different combinations in. We put the Rudolph on like a trail route. Again, just to like see if we get something in. He jumps that zig route perfectly. Possibly we had Rudolph on that trail route if we had a little bit more time. But again, I want to highlight, he jumped the what route? He jumped the zig. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Later on down the road, spoiler alert, keep that in mind. He jumped the zig route. So most people would have kicked the field goal. But again, like I said, I can't stop this guy defensively. I can't stop him. Right? So I'm like, fuck this. I'm getting the first down. I'm not giving you 25 seconds. No, fuck that. I'm going for it. So again, we're going in a bunch trips formation. Evans on a flat route, Jones on a corner, Gage up the middle. Now, hindsight, when I snapped this ball, I should have threw it now to Evans. I would have not only been able to catch the ball and get the first down, I would have probably got some great yardage after that and got out of bounds. But I'm sitting on that corner route. That corner route is wide the fuck open, bro. Look at R1. Wide the fuck open. I throw it. Now, maybe hindsight, 50-50. Hindsight's 50. I should have clicked on to Julio Jones and caught it myself. But, like, how does he miss this? Like, I use freeform as well, and I have my freeform as close or near. Like, come on, how does he miss that, man? Turnover on downs, man. Fuck. Ah, that pissed me off. That should have been game right there, man. That should have been game. But he gets the opportunity to end the game off. But luckily, the defense was able to get some stops. And guess what, boys? We forced OT. Let's go. We forced OT. So he's driving down. Again, I can't stop this guy. I probably got one stop. I got one stop on him the whole game. But this play right here is pivotal. Fucking pivotal. Running a cover 2. Pit like a double maple over there. But, man, he throws a beautiful dot. Beautiful dot to the tight end. Catches the ball. Now, the good thing about this new OT rule is if he scores, I do get an opportunity to score myself. Ha. But he catches the ball. I'm like, fuck. But who is this guy? Shaq Barrett, or I call him Sack Barrett, with a 200 IQ play. Comes from behind. Punches the ball out on some Charles Peanut Tillman type-esque shit. Antonio Winfield Jr. picks the ball up. Gets tackled at the 3-yard line. Let's fucking go. Let's go. That's back-to-back possessions. We got stops. Our defense is rolling now. Let's go. So again, when we're backed up inside like the 5-yard line, I always use the first play as I call it a space getter play. I'm just trying to get as much space as possible on the first play. Even if that's 2 yards, I'll take it. So I go with a run play here, as you can tell. But let's count the people in the box. He only has 2 people on the outside. It's 11 men on the defense. That means there's 9 people in the box, right? 1, 2, 4 on the line, which is 6. 3 linebackers, or 2 linebackers and a nickel. 9. So that run is dead because we only, like, you can't count Godwin. Like, he's not blocking nobody. Jones, like, come on. Like, Evans is not getting to him. So it's really 9 on 5. That's bad. So what are we going to go? We're going to go into our quick strike package again. Go with the same concept, right? Go with the same concept, streak, drag, because this guy's playing off coverage as well. We got these 2 go routes to, again, stretch the defense vertically. And then we got Godwin coming underneath, again, just to get space. I just want some space. We snap this ball. We throw that shit immediately. Again, if I got tackle right here, that's amazing. I'll probably get tackled at the 10-yard line. That's fucking great with me. I just wanted space. This guy dives, misses tackle. Jones gets a good block. Let's go. We're off to the races. Let's go, Godwin. I tried to, like, cut inside. Hopefully he kept his angle so I could get, like, under him. But neither here or there. Let's fucking go. We got all the space we needed, baby. So right here, we're just going to run the ball because I want to take as much time off the clock as possible. So we do a great Bernard, the offensive line does a great job right here. And I just love this, man. I just love how the offense is just like, I just like transmogrify my offense a lot, right? I just like alter my offense a lot. And I just love that thought process of it. But again, right here, we're going with another tight formation. Try to get this first down. Now, I understand that within 5 yards, I think it's 5 yards. Within 5 yards, the defense could jam and push and press the receiver. I didn't know that he can impede the route of my receiver. That should have been a defensive pass interference. Like, you can't impede my guy from running his route. Like, come on, bro. But it's Gucci. We're just going to try to get this first down right here. We have a flat. We have a drag. We have a corner. We have Mike Evans one-on-one right here. Anytime I get Mike Evans one-on-one, I always peek over there as soon as I snap the ball, see if he wins offline. He jumps that flat route. Probably thought it was a zig, but anyways, he jumps the flat route. This guy's sitting stagnant. He's in the zone. So we're just going to wait. Go ahead and hit Jones. Double wrap the ball. Keep the ball moving. So again, we're just gonna run the ball here. Just trying to take some time down, just to annoy this guy, cause he tried to run a good push. He tried to run the clock out on me. So I'm honestly just annoying this guy. Like, you might have a possible chance. You might. Not really, guy. Not really. So right here was great. I like this play right here. So right here we take out the tight ends and we put double offensive linemen. So we have what, 7 offensive linemen. We're running right up the fucking middle, right at you. Get great blocks. Get the fuck off me. Grown man status. Let's go. That's game, buddy. That's game. He starts lagging. I think he probably like turned his internet off. He probably tried to turn his internet off. But guy eventually quits after this. After here, we get a connection to pure loss. He quits. And yeah, well, thank you so much for tuning in to Breakdown with the Brodie. I know it's been a while since I did an episode, but I'm just glad for the subscribers, for the support. And if you love this series, leave a thumbs up. Until next time, Brodie out.